I think that's a big thing as well, because I feel there's a lack of mental health awareness in the fashion industry. I say I'm wired differently because we think differently, we behave differently. There's different spectrums of autism. Autistic people are not bad people. I think neurodivergent people are not bad people. We're just born differently.
Welcome to Tell Me More with Monisha Mahtani, the podcast where we explore the story between the question and the transformation. I'm Monisha, a nutritionist with over 2 decades experience, wellness strategist, and deeply curious about the inner lives behind the outer success. This episode is sponsored by Nutrition Band, a platform with affordable healthy meal plans, programs, and recipes. Today's episode is a powerful one. It's about what it means to live life differently and unapologetically. My guest is AJ Soni, a spoken word artist poet and mental health advocate who speaks openly about his experiences with autism and mental health, and someone I'm truly honored to have on the podcast today. He's passionate and deeply insightful, and today we're going to talk about identity, mental health, creativity, and what it means to be heard. So let's step into AJ's story. Thank you, AJ, for joining me.
Thank you so much.
It's really lovely that you could be here today. I see that you're on a walk in the sunshine.
Yeah, I'm just in a walk right now in the park.
It's great to be out and about while it's still sunny.
Yeah, it is. Helps your mindset, helps your mind, helps you refocus, to regain as well, and to learn about different nature, in this planet, So yeah.
That's great. So, AJ, you describe yourself as a spoken word artist. Can you share a little of your journey and what led you here?
So my stage name's AJ Soni. As a spoken word artist, poet, and a rapper, going through autism and mental health battles, from young school, from primary school to high school to college. I went through severe bullying, mental health battles, went through depression for a number of years, went through loneliness as well. And I remember I couldn't walk or talk or sleep or hear or even eat properly until the age of 10, 11. So I was delayed for about 10, 11 years. But severe bullying, what I went through as well, I went through online trolling as well, learning difficulties as well. So yeah, I have went through a lot in my life. Went through depression for a number of years in my room, being locked away, because I never had no friends, friends to say. For me, because what I went through, what I gone through, what I've been through, for me is about making a change, and being diagnosed with autism when I was at 25 years old. I think is a superpower. I didn't even know about autism. Going through about mental health battles I had to go through for a number of years, and depression, you know, I feel the world can be a bit more kinder. So I went through like failureism in school, did pass my GCSEs, A levels, and I always wanted to get into music, poetry, spoken word, rapping, and getting outside and sharing my voice, my journey, so I can help other people. So yeah.
So would you say that's how autism has shaped your identity and the way you express yourself through poetry and music and rapping? And is that how you get your message across?
Yeah, because like I can be depressed in my room for a number of years even now. And I think music has paved the way for me. I've went through a lot of potholes in my life through mental health battles where I wanted to run away, wanted to quit, but just hearing voices just to keep on going on. It's not an easy industry, but you have to keep on going on, keep on grinding. I wanna help other community members for autism as well, through mental health community members as well. I want to do a lot. I really want to do some stuff with UNICEF, even TED Talks. I want to release more music as well. So there's a lot of list of things that I want to do. Even fashion and mental health, I think that's a big thing as well, because I feel there's a lack of mental health awareness in the fashion industry. And I think fashion and mental health really paves a big game as well. So I want to be a voice in the fashion and mental health as well. And I feel like you see in this industry, I feel like it's not always about the optics, numbers, views, followers, and likes. I think it's about impact over numbers, impact to make a change, and having a real voice. You get me? So yeah.
Yeah. And that's very brave of you because you've come a long way from when you were at school. And that must have been hard also to grow up knowing that you're a little bit different, but then being diagnosed at the age of 25. Do you feel that people around you treated you any differently, or did they sort of know that you were unique in some way?
I feel like what have gone through, I've gone through a lot of pain and suffering, and I feel like transition your pain and suffering into making the change is important. I feel right now people are going to judge people in many ways, and I think kindness can pave a way, if, even in many ways. You know, sometimes it's not always at the glitz and the glamour. I think people, everybody's going through suffering in silence in many ways we don't see. You know, so yeah, I am a unique. I have a special power. There's legends like Billie Eilish, who's neurodivergent. There's a rapper, one of my friends called Shocker, who's also neurodiverse as well. So there's a lot of legends out there who are neurodivergent as well, who inspires me in many ways. So yeah.
That's really great to hear. So I just wanted to ask you, you often talk about mental health and suicide awareness. What made you want to speak so openly about that?
For suicide awareness, so there was times of suicide awareness where I had thoughts and voices that I wanted to go through this journey of like I was feeling rejected from the world, rejected from the people, rejected from the outside world, just feel rejected. There was times I used to run away, cried. There were times I used to slap myself in the park. Through my mental health battles I had to face, you know, for a number of times. I remember people used to say bad comments to me, attention seeking. You just want people to feel sorry for you, or you just want people to show empathy to you. No, I think like suicide is a big thing because so many thousands of people are going through suicide right now. And I think suicide, helping people helping people who are going through bad times. I think that is needed right now. Even mental health, I still struggle through mental health myself. You know, I want to become where I want to get through so I can help other people who are going through suicide battles and help them and transition their voice in the music industry as well. As a music artist myself, I call myself an icon. I call myself a legend, you know, because I have overcome so many battles in my life. So yeah.
And you have, and that's absolutely amazing. What do you wish people understood better about the connection between autism and mental health? Because
I
obviously
think
you've gone through the work.
I think with autism, I say I'm wired differently because we think differently, we behave differently. There's different spectrums of autism. So there's severely autistic people, then there's a lower spectrum, there's a mid spectrum. So there's different spectrums. Obviously, you've got ADHD, schizophrenia, you've got bipolar, imposter syndrome, you've got different things as well. But with autism, I think people in the industry or not, people needs to understand about autism people. Autistic people are not bad people. Autistic people like myself are human beings, are very powerful people in many kind of ways, you know, to give opportunities and chances and supporting them in many ways, you know, and cheering for them because there's so many people that are going through a dark time right now. You get me?
Absolutely. And they're very unique and they are often very talented and have some unique skills as
Yeah.
well. And
Yeah.
that's where you come in as well to help people. And you're so courageous with
Yeah.
your music.
Yeah. There's one person who's also inspired me in many ways. I would say like Tiny Temper, who's a famous rapper out there. He's got a song called Written Over the Stars or Written on the Stars and Pass Out. And I remember when I was going through bullying every day and battling my thoughts during college and schools and primary school and high school life, what I was going through, I think his music, I used to listen to his music all the time, you know, Tiny Temper's music, and he has cherished me, he has embraced me, and his music has helped me, it shaped me in many ways. There's another person I want to I want to give a special thanks to is Rich 32. His music has developed me in many kind of ways. When I was going through my bad times, he reached out to me in many ways. He supported me. So I'm happy that I've kept on going on. Even Deepika Padukone from India, when she was going through her battles of mental health, where she wanted to quit, she said about depression, anxiety, illness, and mental health are not weaknesses. They're your strength, and that's your strength to empower yourself and empower the people. Deepika Padukone is another person who's inspired me in many ways. And I feel like if you know someone who's autistic and neurodivergent, rather than judging them or laughing at them or picking on them or bullying them, help them and be their friends because they've got special talents too as well. So I'm grateful that I can do music like poetry, spoken word, or rapping. I feel sorry for a lot of people who are in a different spectrum, but they have special talents in, for example, in maths or English or something else. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I think cheering on people who are talented or not, I think helping people is so important right now, you know? So yeah.
And as someone from the South Asian community, what do you feel are the unique challenges?
I think from the South Asian community, obviously being Indian myself from India, right, but born here, I feel there's a lack of support in the South Asian community. Like I feel it's always about money and power. It's all to do with money and money and money. Or people have a groups and situation like if you're famous, you just hang around the famous people. Or if you have different certain amount of numbers on social media, it's always about that. But no, it's not about that. It's all about new gen voice. I call myself a new gen voice. I think there's a lot of South Asians, there's a lot of Indians out there who's got a lot of money who can support the new gen voices like myself and so many other people who are trying to make change on a daily basis. But I say to people all the time, it's not about optics, numbers and views. It's about impact over numbers. You get me?
So, can I just ask you, how do you think families can offer better support? Do you think it's through acceptance of a diagnosis? How do you think families, friends, communities can better support people with autism?
Yeah, for example, my family has supported me, my good times and bad times. You know, I've got a sibling who's a psychologist as well, and who has helped me in many ways. I feel community members and family can understand people, other family members and community out there by not destigmatizing or stigmatizing someone's neurodiversity or avoiding neurodiversity or avoiding autism or avoiding mental health or disability because they've got talent, you know, as well. I think helping people to educate more, and I think people should do education on autism and mental health first and rather than pointing fingers on someone else. So I think understanding, communication, helping and supporting is needed. So yeah.
And it all starts with education. So, really doing their own research as well. So, understanding the differences of the spectrum and how that affects different people, how many people can present different symptoms as well, right?
So
Like you said,
yeah.
one could
Yeah.
be really talented, like yourself, in poetry. Someone could be a maths genius. Someone could be a great artist. So, in that sense, they should do their own research as well.
Yeah, I feel like people, like family members or communities can do more research, you know. I can say like people want to become rich. There's a lot of rich people out there, but I feel like people want to make more money in many kind of ways, not just the Indian community, but especially Indian community, but other companies. There's a lot of corporations, a lot of corporate people. I remember that people in the corporate world go through a lot of mental health battles and suicide battles. And so quite a few of them heard stories that they commit suicide because they've made a loss of a certain amount of money they couldn't make. They're already rich enough, they've got millions of pounds. And, you know, it's sad to see that people are not content with what they've got. And I think that over being rich and being over lost over money and commit suicide, I think that's just totally wrong because there's so many people out there who are trying to make a change, who's been through suicidal battles, who's been through mental health battles, who's been through loneliness and dark battles like myself, you know? So yeah, I think helping people in many ways is so important. and supporting your peers and supporting your people. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So yeah,
So support is key then.
yeah.
And what would you say, what myths about autism would you like to challenge?
When you say myths, can you please explain about myths a bit
So
more, please?
are there any beliefs around autism that people might have that you would like to challenge, that those sort of beliefs are not true?
Autistic people are not bad people. You know, I think neurodivergent people are not bad people. We're just born differently than other people and just want to be accepted more in societies. We don't want to be left out. For example, I go out all the time, do what I need to do for acceptance in many kind of ways because I've been through depression for a number of years. I've been through that dark times. So yeah, I think autistic people are just powerful human beings because I'm neurodivergent myself. Greta Thunberg, another legend out there who's a climate change activist. I know she's an autistic genius, who's making changes around the world through climate change. So she's a legend as well. So yeah, I thought I just mentioned that. So yeah.
It's amazing that you're really keeping sort of track and up to date of people out there who are making a change in the world. What would you say to a young person who has just received an autism diagnosis? How would you help them through their journey?
I will help them through the journey by helping the parents, giving advice to the parents that, this is what is possible for an autism kid. Like they can create maths, they can create words, they can create music, piano, they can create music production. There's so much things out there where people create who are autistic. Like there's someone that I know who's autistic, who's a 15-year-old kid. It's maths. Maths IQ is so amazing, with numbers and maths and calculation. Without the calculator, they're geniuses. So yeah, like this spectrum is a special spectrum. It's a powerful spectrum as well. It's a spectrum that of breaking boundaries to make a change and to make a positiveness in this world. So yeah,
And I suppose it's a spectrum because no two people are the same, right? They could present very differently as well.
everybody's different in this world and everybody's unique in many kind of ways. Everybody are themselves. I say to a lot of people that if this world, if we expect everybody to be normal, like same, like me and you, other people the same, the world would be very boring. And I think the way the universe is created, we are all geniuses in our unique ways. So yeah.
So we're all unique and we're all colorful and we're all geniuses. And I think that's brilliant. I think that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
I also want to break through, obviously, in India, in the Bollywood industry, like the whole music film industry for mental health, like to do more of mental health in India. I want to go to India, like Bombay. I want to create music in English, poetry, spoken word. I want to perform out there. I want to go beyond because I feel like when it comes to countries like India, there's Africa, so many other countries out there. I feel like mental health is a bit of a stigma attached on mental health and autism, but I think now is changing. So I want to do more with charities, NGOs. I want to go beyond. I want to release music. I want to collaborate with other artists. Like I had an opportunity this year to do a collaboration with Bella Hadid, Hanuman Kind. I was on his stage as a famous rapper. I was on stage with Jacob Collier earlier on this year. So it's all about believing yourself and manifestation as well. So yeah, so that's what I want to say as well. So yeah.
So is that the message you would like your music and your art to leave behind?
Yeah, so like arts, like for example, art and mental health, fashion and mental health, beauty and mental health. I feel like it's all about the message and all about the impact. So yeah,
Okay, so we're coming to one of my favorite sections. It's the quick fire round.
sure.
And I wanted to ask you, what's one thing that makes you feel really calm?
Meditation.
Okay, and how often do you meditate?
I meditate every day in the morning to elevate my senses, elevate my mindset, um, and also journaling and praying to the universe. So yeah, that makes me calm quite a lot.
So self-care and self-help. Okay, great. What's a song or sound that always lifts your mood?
I feel like piano-based music, piano and sitar that has uplifted me in many ways. There's a rapper called Santon Dave who I listen to quite a lot, and Idris Elba. So yeah, so they're the two legends who've uplifted me in many ways. So yeah.
The piano and sitar are one of my favorite instruments as well. So I like that answer. And what's your proudest moment so far?
My proudest achievement is just that I'm alive, breathing, and keep on going on with my poetry, spoken word, and rapping. Any kind of obstacles come my way, I push them away, and you know, make sure my voice is heard so it can inspire other people. Proudest achievement, what I've done is also sharing my rap to Bella Hadid as well, and many other things. So yeah.
Okay, and would you say that sort of ties in with your biggest dream right now?
Yes, really, but no, I want to go more and do beyond. A vision dream come true is to try and collaborate as many icons who are big advocates of mental health and neurodiversity, such as Selena Gomez, you got Post Malone, you got someone like Stormzy, who you got Santon Dave, Billie Eilish. So my dreams is just to go more beyond, even Deepika Padukone. It's just to go more beyond. So yeah.
So do you think that's how the message can be spread through people who have influence and you that celebrities should use that influence to pass this message on?
Sure, yeah. I think they're already doing it. And I think collaborating with these kind of icons would be grateful. But I'm doing it myself and keeping pushing even more, doing more beyond and going more out there to do more. So yeah.
Okay. And is there anything you would like people to know about autism that they might not know already?
I think with autism that we all have a special routine, what people don't know. So for example, some autistic people can walk, some autistic people can talk only, some autistic people can't even write. But bear in mind, there's a lot of challenges and cons does come when you're autistic, but it is a special genius when you're autistic as well, because you think differently than other people around the world. Yeah.
And from a different perspective and a unique perspective. And I think you're giving us light on so many different subject areas that perhaps we wouldn't have thought of in that way.
Yeah. So like it's very true because like, autistic people are not bad people. Neurodivergent people are not bad people. We don't need to be judged. We just want to be embraced, be supportive, and get the support in many kind of ways as we can. For example, in foundations, charities, um, many other things. So yeah, we just want to be embraced because depression is a big thing. And I would say loneliness is a big thing as well. What people go through, loneliness is the biggest killer in this world because there's so many human beings are feeling lonely this time and age as well. So I feel asking people if they're okay, check in with your loved ones, check in with yourself, text strangers, text people. If you see someone on the train or the bus going through something or you feel they're not happy, ask them if they're okay. Just take 2 minutes of kindness in this world. So yeah.
It's beautiful. That's a really lovely message just to show kindness to everybody and just check in with them daily and regularly.
Or or even buying them something like a coffee or a snack, or take people out for food, or giving them something, appreciating their value, appreciating their worthy, appreciating one another. So yeah,
The valuing the connection.
value the connection, valuing strangers, valuing people. I think that is so important in this world.
That's a beautiful message. AJ, thank you so much for sharing your story and your voice with us today.
Thank you so much. I have a spiritual teacher, two spiritual teachers in my life. One of them is Sadhguru. One of them is um, His Holiness Ranat Swami, who's also been big pioneers in my life, has blessed me many ways in my life, spirituality life. I want to say big thank you to Shocker, Jay Shetty, Rich 32, Tiny Temper, Santon Dave, Stormzy, Osh. There's a lot of people I want to say thank you to, but for those people I haven't said thank you to, thank you for being there for me. I definitely appreciate the support. So yeah,
It's been such a pleasure speaking to you today, and I've learned so much as well.
thank you very much, and I really appreciate this podcast with you. And I just hope a lot of people out there can learn. My mission is to make change for India, Africa, Jamaica, other countries. So I just want to keep on going on.
Is there a short poem that you'd like to share with us today?
Yeah, sure. Gotta make a change in this world. Gotta make a change all the time in this world. Everybody's suffering and suffocate, silence all the time. Elevate, generate, rotate. We don't know what human beings are going through. People are going through depression when they're talking. People are going through depression when they're sleeping. People are going through depression when they're eating. A lot of people are going through things all the time. Timing, shaming, naming, meaning, perception, connection, rejection, reception, reflection, the mind. Talk to your mind, talk to your brain, listen to yourself, seek protection, to unity, disability, ability, mentality, purpose, dealing the world for a purpose, making a change in this world for a purpose, helping one another in this world is needed right now. And be kind to yourself and kind to the world.
Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, AJ. You are
Thank
so
you very much.
thoughtful, powerful, and very important, and your voice is going to change lives, I'm sure.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Conversations like this remind us that everyone deserves to be seen, heard, and supported exactly as they are. If you've been affected by anything we've spoken about today, please know there is help available. And if this episode resonated with you, please share it, subscribe, and leave a review. It helps us keep creating conversations that matter and a story with deeper truth waiting to be told. Thank you to our sponsor, Nutrition Band, for supporting today's episode. Until next time, I'm Monisha, and this is Tell Me More.